Hey everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Last week's video was an AliExpress haul of dies and stamps. After I recorded the video, I was preparing the dies to be put away, which meant that I put them on the magnetic sheets and into the Avriel pockets. I wound up with a stack a little over 4 inches thick of dies. And I didn't have 4 inches of storage left in the 2 little crates that I keep my dies in, which meant that I had to go out and buy another crate to accommodate my current stash of dies. And it created a bit of a domino effect in my craft room of having to rearrange some of the craft supplies that I have. So this week's video is just going to be showing you the updates that I made in my craft room. So let me show you all of the changes that I made. The first thing you'll notice is the black Sterilite crate that I purchased at Walmart. It allowed me to store all of the new dies as well as spread out my existing dies so that they weren't all cramped in the crates. I also moved my Sizzix big dies from the drawer that they were in into this bin, which allowed me to have all of my dies in one location, so that worked out really well. The other thing I did was move my Xyron sticker makers from one of the shelves below to the top of the shelf unit. I also moved this tin from the top of my calyx to the top of the shelf. I moved this sunflower storage box from the calyx unit to this location where the Xyrons previously sat. I moved that box so that I could make changes in the calyx unit. The first change I made on the calyx was I purchased a new 6x6 paper pad storage unit because I had an overflow of 6x6 pads in my craft cart and I didn't want like items in 2 different locations. So that allowed me to put them all together, which is great. Another change that I made was to replace the wooden crate that the stickers were sitting in with this Hobby Lobby sunflower box. So they look much better there. Moving on to my craft cart, I took the 6x6 pads out and moved them to the scrapbook.com unit that's on top of the calyx. The alpha stamps that had previously been in the wooden shelf where I moved my Sizzix big dies, I moved those here to the cart. And then in my previous video, I never pointed out this, which is my alcohol inks from Ohuhu. Now moving on to my drawer unit over here, I was able to dedicate this drawer completely to wood crafting by moving the Sizzix big dies out of here onto the bookshelf with all the other dies. And I also had a bunch of these wood crates in use in other areas of the craft room, and I was able to free them up and put them in this drawer. Now moving on to the shelving units on my desk, there were 2 wood crates right up in this section that contain the diamond dots that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I relocated those. I found these storage essential refrigerator bins at the Dollar Tree, and I bought a few of these to organize other items. This particular one I'm using to store my journaling dies, stamps, and stickers. And then over here I used more of those bins So the diamond dots that I moved out of the Dollar Tree wood crates, I was able to combine all into this unit, which makes them so much easier to access. I also combined all of my distress oxide reinkers into one bin. If you'll recall, I had them in 3 of the Dollar Tree wooden crates. And so now I'm able to combine them and access them all at once. Over here, I have my archival reinker, my Versamark reinker, and my StazOn reinkers. I kept them in the wooden crate so they wouldn't topple over, and I have some additional storage here for other reinkers as I build up my collection. And then the last one of those little bins I used here, and I labeled it miscellaneous so that I can just put things in there until I figure out what I'm going to do with them. So going down to the drawers, the Alex drawers below my desk, I made changes to the drawer that had all of my bling and other embellishments. So this drawer was really crowded, and what I did was I kind of rearranged things by adding this, let me move this, by adding this gray bin back here, by adding this gray bin back here, this bigger bin, I was able to consolidate some smaller bins in here, which makes them easier to access because I can just pull the gray bin out and then push it back once I've gotten what I needed. And then I can just put these 2 back. I consolidated my flowers into this bin, and there are flowers in this bin as well. So I have 2 bins of flowers side by side. My shiny bling is all in this container. And then my larger shiny bling is just on the side here. Those don't fit in any of the containers. And then the metal embellishments that I had in the back, I moved forward. And this little container that has stars that I punched out for a different project and saved, I was able to put that here with the metal embellishments. And then there were other items in this drawer which made it really crowded that I relocated to the drawer below. So these chipboard pieces were previously in the upper drawer, as well as these Stampin' Up! Hodgepodge metal hardware. And then these paper flowers and bottles, since they didn't fit in the drawer above, I moved to this location. And I'm fine with that, having flowers in 2 drawers. At least they're pretty close to each other, so that works. And then also in this drawer, in this section here, I had my collection of brads. And I relocated the brads out of this area into this drawer unit up on top. So the brads now reside here. And the way I was able to do that was this miscellaneous drawer was previously there, so I moved it to here. I previously had 3 adhesive drawers. I was able to combine the adhesives that were here into the 2 drawers above to make room for this drawer. And I moved the brads here because I wanted them close to the eyelets. Thank you for watching. And if you're new here, I'll put a link to my original Craftroom tour video and last week's AliExpress video in the description below. And as usual, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my videos so that you'll get notifications when I post the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.